High School Trivia Tournament. Join us as bright young minds compete in a game of knowledge and intellect.
Production funding for In the Know is provided in part by American Electric Power.
And now, here's your host, Bill Shipton.
Hi there, thank you. Welcome once again to In the Know. We're down here at the Battelle Studios at WOSU in COSI, and we're awfully glad that you've joined us. Tonight is the final match of the 2013-2014 In the Know tournament, and we have two phenomenal teams. Our students are from Dublin, Scioto, and St. Charles. Before we start In the Know, let's talk a little bit about how our game will be played. We'll have two halves of fast-paced toss-up questions with point values ranging anywhere from 5 to 20, and they will be in a variety of subjects. During the last 3 minutes of In the Know, all point values will be doubled, and a couple of times during the game we will have 0 to 90 high point value questions in very interesting subjects. Our judge for tonight's game, as he has been the entire season, is Manuel M. Wilson. And Manny's decisions concerning the validity of any answer given on In the Know will indeed be final. And so good luck to two great teams. Let's begin the first half of this final In the Know contest for this season with this 5-pointer. Since 1983, In the Know has aired continuously on what TV? St. Charles Zelalem.
WSU.
Thank you for getting the call letters correct. Here's a 5-pointer again, named The Theory by Albert Einstein concerning the physical laws governing matter, space, time, St. Charles Zelalem.
General relativity.
That is good for 5 points. 10-pointer now. What two-word term designates the emission of electrons from a body exposed? St. Charles Zelalem.
Photoelectric effect.
Photoelectric effect is good for 10. 20-pointer, look at your monitor for the first time, please, students. And you're about to see a portrait of one Esmeralda Brandini, Dublin Scioto Co.
Caravaggio.
Good try, no. Completed around 1475, St. Charles. It's a sample of the body of work painted by an Italian master of the early Renaissance. For 20 points, name the artist. Zelalem?
Raphael.
Good tries both. That's Sandro Botticelli. Let's move to this 15-pointer. Pencil paper might be necessary. If a health club is offering a 3-month membership at 30% off the regular price, what is that regular price if the discounted price is $49? St. Charles Stephen.
$70.
$70. Good for 15. 10-pointer we go. Franklin Roosevelt met with Winston Churchill at a presidential retreat named Shangri-La in 1943. And Dwight Eisenhower met there with Nikita Khrushchev in 1959. Dublin Scioto Argent.
Camp David.
It is Camp David. That is the new name for the retreat. Very well done. All right, we're going to have a puzzle person this time, fellas, and we will give you portions of this famous Ohioan's face, give you some clues as well, and let's see how quickly you can identify him. Your 40-point clue: for 2 seasons, this famous Ohioan was the starting quarterback for Miami University. St. Charles Phillip.
Brown.
Is it Paul Brown? Wow, good for 40 points. Nicely done. Here's a 15-pointer now, guys. During the American Revolution, in which state was the Battle of Camden fought? St. Charles Zelalem.
South Carolina.
It was in South Carolina, 1780. Good. 10-pointer now. Which European capital is nicknamed the City of Light? Dublin Scioto Argent.
Paris.
Paris, France. Good for 10. 20-pointer, first music question, and the piece you're about to hear features a Hungarian composer and pianist. For 20 points, name him or the piece. Dublin Scioto Argent.
Liszt.
No, not Liszt. Here's the music. Tyler. Bela Bartok, that's Langhard's dance. Very good. Here's a 15-pointer again. Now name the Italian-American physicist who built his first nuclear reactor. St. Charles Zelalem.
Enrico Fermi.
Enrico Fermi, under the stands of a football field at the University of Chicago. Good. 15-pointer in 1883. Sir Francis Galton, British scientist and cousin of Charles Darwin, was the first to call the science of human breeding by which term? St. Charles Stephen.
Eugenics.
Eugenics. Good for 15 points. 20-pointer we go. Identify the American author of the 1996 Flying Home and Other Stories, a posthumous collection of 13 short stories, most of which were written before his first novel, Invisible Man. Dublin Scioto Argent.
Ellison.
Ralph Waldo Ellison. Good for 20. 10-pointer, pencil and paper perhaps. I need you to give me the next number in this sequence. 1 over 1, 1 over 9, 1 over 25, 1 over 49, Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
1 over 81.
1 over 81, fast and accurate for 10. Good. Here's a special friend of In the Know.
I'm Dale Heitloff. You're about to see a scrambled 9-letter word. You'll have 7 seconds to unscramble the word once we reveal the clue, which is silver's a better one than gold.
St. Charles Stephen.
Conductor.
Conductor is correct, and Dale from AEP, we thank you for your participation and your sponsorship within the Know. He's also president of the WSU Board of Friends, so I see Dale a lot. Here's a 15-pointer. Identify the former U.S. president who failed to win a U.S. Senate seat in 1871 and a U.S. House seat a year later, but then he won a Senate race in 1875, making him the only former president ever to be elected to the body. Dublin, Scioto, Co.
Cleveland.
Good try, no. St. Charles. Philip.
Hayes.
No, that's Andrew Johnson. All right, 0 to 90 now, guys, and our category is 1960s headlines. And for this one, we're going to give you the headline, and you tell me the year. All right? Let's do this one for 20 points. Long debate ends. Civil rights bill becomes law. St. Charles allowed.
1964.
1964 is correct for 20. 30-pointer next in the category. The headline, U.S. imposes arms blockade on finding Dublin, Scioto, Neal.
1963.
No. On finding offensive missile sites. Kennedy ready for Soviet showdown. Zalala.
1962.
1962 is good for 30. 40-pointer. Man enters space. St. Charles Zalala.
1969.
No. This simple yet historic Argent.
1968.
No, 1961 with Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin. All right, here's a 15-pointer now. About whom was President Andrew Johnson speaking when he said, finding him first in the military school of the United States, taught him to love the principles of the Constitution, fighting beneath the stars and stripes. I cannot understand how he can be willing to hail Dublin, Scioto, Neal.
Robert E. Lee.
Good try, no. To hail another banner and turn from that of his country, St. Charles. Philip.
Jefferson Davis.
Jefferson Davis is good for 15 points. 15-pointer again. Dutch painter Vincent van Gogh, in the days before he cut off part of his ear and later took his own life, drank bottles of which addictive emerald green liqueur, St. Charles Stephen.
Absinthe.
Absinthe is correct. Distilled from wormwood. Here's a Sam Pointer. The music you're about to hear features an American singer-songwriter, musician, and composer. For 10 points, name the artist or the song.
Oh, woman, don't treat me so mean. You're the meanest old woman that I've ever seen. I guess if you said so, I'd have to pack the things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack, and don't you come back no more.
St. Charles Stephen.
Hit the road, Jack.
That is Hit the Road, Jack. You waited for the lyrics to come. That was very wise of you. That is the ever great, great Charles. 15-pointer. In 1876, which French artist painted L'Absinthe? St. Charles Zalala.
Manet.
No. Meaning the absinthe drinker, Argent?
Degas.
Edgar Degas, good for 15. 10-pointer. Name the Native American featured on the front of gold-colored St. Charles Zalala.
Sacagawea.
Sacagawea, the U.S. $1 coin, good. 20-pointer. Identify the Polish patriot. Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
Kosciuszko.
Yes, Thaddeus Kosciuszko, the hero of two worlds. That's very well done. 10-pointer, pencil and paper perhaps. In geometry this time now, guys. I need you to give me the area of a rhombus. It has a base of 12 inches and a corresponding altitude of 8 inches. What's the area of the rhombus? Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
96.
Yes, it is. Sounded tougher than it was. Here's a 15-pointer. Name the American who ran 3 times for the U.S. presidency unsuccessfully. St. Charles allowed.
William Jennings Bryan.
William Jennings Bryan, the great commoner. Good. Here's a 15-pointer again. During the 1970s and 80s, a group of mothers called the Mothers of the Plaza de Mayo, Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
Juan Perón in Argentina.
In Argentina, that is correct. Nicely done. Here's a 5-pointer. What name did Franz Joseph Haydn's 1795 St. Charles allowed?
Surprise Symphony.
No. It's 1795 Symphony Number 103 in E-flat minor, Dublin Scioto, acquire because of the soft roll on the kettle drums or timpani. Arjun?
Drum roll.
Drum roll, that's good. 20-pointer. Pittsburgh-born financier Andrew William Mellon served as Secretary of the Treasury under 3 U.S. presidents. Name one. St. Charles Allowed.
Harding.
Warren G. Harding is one. The other two were Coolidge and Hoover. That's well done. 10-pointer. In which U.S. city is Old City Hall, the building that was home, Dublin Scioto, Arjun?
Philadelphia.
It is in Philadelphia. Good for 10. 15-pointer we go. Name the 20th century Italian-born American composer, St. Charles Tyler.
Menotti.
Giancarlo Menotti, the consul and the saint of Bleecker Street. That's well done. 10-pointer, pencil, paper, perhaps. If a salesperson receives a weekly salary of $150 plus a 10% commission on all sales, what is that salesperson's total weekly sales if his weekly income is $800? St. Charles Stephen.
$6,500.
$6,500, well done. 15-pointer. In which building in New York was George Washington inaugurated for his first term in 1789? St. Charles Zalal.
Like the State House?
No. Dublin Scioto, want to give it a shot? That's Federal Hall. 10-pointer. Which world leader might have been known by the surname Schicklgruber if his father, St. Charles Zalal?
Hitler.
Adolf Hitler for 10. 10-pointer again. Identify the National Wildlife Refuge in Florida that celebrated its centennial, St. Charles Alalum.
I can't think of it.
Celebrated its centennial in 2003. I'll let you complete it. Having been founded by Teddy Roosevelt as the United States' first wildlife refuge and located on an island named for the fishing seabird common to Florida and also used as the state emblem of Louisiana. Arjun.
Pelican.
Pelican Island, that's good for 10. It's halftime. We'll double check the score, come back and meet our 8 students and their advisors right after this short break.
The top 4 teams of In the Know will receive scholarships to The Ohio State University. The Ohio State University Office of Financial Aid will award 4 scholarships to the championship team, 3 scholarships to the runner-up, and 2 scholarships to each of the semifinal teams in this year's competition of In the Know. And now, here's Bill Schiffman.
Rapidly paced affair thus far. Our score at halftime, St. Charles 330, Dublin Scioto 135. And we'll get right back to the second half of questions in this exciting final In the Know contest for this season after we meet our 8 students and their advisors. First up for Dublin Scioto High School.
Hi, my name is Arjun. I'm a senior at Dublin Scioto High School, and this is my 4th year on In the Know.
Hi, my name is Wuju. I'm a senior at Dublin Scioto High School, and this is my 2nd year in the know.
Hi, my name is Kurya Makaw. I'm a sophomore at Dublin Scioto High School, and this is my 1st year in the know.
Hi, I'm Neil Buddha. I'm a senior at Dublin Scioto High School, and this is my 3rd year on In the Know.
And the advisor for Dublin Scioto High School is Tim Hayes. We thank Tim for bringing his squad down to our studio this evening and wish all 5 of them the best of luck during the second half on In the Know. First up now for St. Charles.
Hi, I'm Zalal Demir. I'm a senior at St. Charles, and I want to thank our coaches for all their support.
Hi, I'm Steven Sousa. I'm a junior at St. Charles. This is my 3rd year on In the Know, and I'd like to thank all our great teachers.
Hi, I'm Tyler McMacken. I'm a senior at St. Charles, and I'd like to thank all of our parents for their endless support.
Hi, I'm Philip Hurst. I'm a senior at St. Charles, and I'd like to thank the entire St. Charles community.
And 2 advisors working with these kids who have earned plenty of brownie points for their halftime presentation. They are Alex Connor and Sarah Vandermeer. We thank them for bringing their squad down to our studio this evening. Wish all 6 of them the best of luck during the second half on In the Know. Again, our score at halftime, St. Charles 330, Dublin Scioto 135. Students, don't forget, last 3 minutes of In the Know, all point values will be doubled. We'll have a 0 to 90 along the way as well. Until then, good luck all, and let us begin the second half of this final In the Know contest for this year with this 5-pointer. Originally established in 1922, WOSU Public Media is a public service of which university? St. Charles, Philip.
Ohio State.
The underlined Ohio State University, very good, 10-pointer. Name the letter of vitamin that pediatricians began recommending in 2003 for breastfed infants in order to prevent the bone-weakening disease known as rickets. St. Charles, Alala.
Vitamin B.
Vitamin B is not correct. Arjun.
D.
Vitamin D is correct. That's good for 10. 10-pointer again. In human anatomy, what is the medical term for our windpipe? St. Charles, Philip.
The trachea.
Trachea, good for 10. Here is our friend Dale Heidloff again.
In 1882, the company of which Ohio-born inventor opened the Pearl Street Station in Manhattan, the first commercial electric power plant in the United States?
St. Charles, Philip.
Rockefeller.
Good try, no. Name the inventor of Dublin, Scioto. Neil.
Edison.
Thomas Edison is correct for 20 points. And again, we thank Dale and AEP for all of their wonderful support of In the Know. Here's a 15-pointer again in human anatomy, guys. Identify the tube-like structures that connect the trachea. St. Charles, Zalala.
Bronchi.
Bronchi, or bronchial tubes. That's good for 15. 10-pointer, listen carefully, pencil and paper, perhaps. Considering angles whose degree measures are between 0 and 360 degrees, the cosine of which fourth quadrant angle is equivalent to the cosine of the angle 300 degrees smaller. Fourth quadrant angle. St. Charles, Tyler.
330.
330 is good for 10. 10 point. Whoops, we're going to race to a place now. Little geography question for us, and we will need you to name an American iconic institution. I'll give you 3 clues. They will begin with this one, which is a 40-pointer. This business was founded in Wichita, Kansas. Dublin, Scioto, Neil.
American Railroad.
No, in Wichita, Kansas in 1921, St. Charles. Philip.
Berkshire Hathaway.
No, not Berkshire Hathaway. Second clue, 30-pointer in 1933. This business relocated its headquarters to Columbus. Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
Medjets.
No. A little before Jets. Stephen.
Nationwide.
No. 20-pointer. Harold and Kumar are trying to get there. Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
White Castle.
How about White Castle? Is that correct? Very nicely done. Okay. Let's move out of that into this 10-pointer now. What word completes a subtitle of George Orwell's 1945 novel, Animal Farm, A Blank Story? This subtitle designates St. Charles, Alala.
Fairy story.
Fairy story, that's good. Nicely done. 20-pointer. Identify the 2 names in order that complete the first line of Animal Farm, Mr. Blank, St. Charles, Alala.
Mr. Jones of the Manor Farm.
Mr. Jones and the Manor Farm. That's nicely done. Good for 20. 20-pointer again. The music you're about to hear this time, fellows, features an Italian Baroque composer, St. Charles, Tyler.
Vivaldi.
Vivaldi is correct. Play a little bit of that, Phil. That's a nice piece of music. Violin concerto in E. Let's do this 5-pointer. For which civilization is the German word Abendland used metonymically or interchangeably, since it literally means evening land and designates the land where the sun sets? It's a confusing question. Abendland is western, where the sun sets, that's in the west. 10-pointer, what is the English translation of the German word Achtung? St. Charles, Alala.
Bless you.
No. That's Gesundheit. But thank you anyway. Arjun. No, it's attention, look out, watch out. 0 to 90 again now, guys. In our category this time, championship word scramble. We will have no category. We'll give you the scrambled letters, and I'll give you a clue, okay? First one is 20-pointer. It's got 8 letters. You're going to see them on your screen. They are E-O-D-A-C-R-E-T. Your clue, dress up. St. Charles, Stephen.
Decorate.
Decorate, good for 20. 30-pointer, 9 letters this time around. They are U-N-R-C-A-S, another A, Y, and T. Your clue is A safe place. St. Charles, Stephen.
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary, well done for 30. 40-pointer last in the category. 10 letters this time around. They are H, 2 Y's, O, L, C, P, G, another O, and S. Your clue, sometimes it goes in reverse. Reverse psychology. Reverse psychology. All right, 15-pointer now. What two-word phrase designating a person given to daydreaming and forgetful of obligations, or an originator of impractical schemes, is derived from the Odyssey, for the name given to the North African coastal people, St. Charles, Stephen?
Lotus eaters.
Lotus eaters. Nicely done for 15. That's good. 10-pointer now. What term is used to designate the use of computers to attack an enemy's information systems? St. Charles, Philip?
Cyber warfare.
Cyber warfare is good for 10. 15-pointer, again, look at your monitor. Students, please. You're about to see the flag of an African country. St. Charles, Tyler?
South Africa.
That is the Republic of South Africa. Good for 15. 15-pointer, multiple guess question. We love these. Here are your choices. 44, 54, 64, and 74. Here is the question. If the discriminants of 4 different quadratic equations are the aforementioned, 44, 54, double Scioto argent.
64.
64, that has factorable over the most rational numbers. That's good. 5-pointer, identify the man-made chemical element that has an atomic number of 97. It was first prepared and identified in 1949 at the University of California at Berkeley. Double Scioto argent.
Californium.
No, very good try, after which this element is named. That should give it away, Philip.
Berkelium.
Berkelium is good for 5. 15-pointer. In which classic comic strip did Walt Kelly write, "We have met the enemy, and he is us"? St. Charles, Tyler.
Doonesbury.
Nope, that was Gary Trudeau. Would you?
Batman.
No. That's Pogo. Pogo. 10-pointer, identify the Greek playwright who, in 406 BC, wrote one of his greatest plays, Oedipus Apollonius. Dublin Scioto argent.
Sophocles.
Sophocles. He wrote it at the age of 90. 15-pointer. James Campbell, who served as U.S. Postmaster General from 1853 until 1857, was the first Catholic officer in U.S. history. Again, the years 1853 to 1857, named the president in whose cabinet St. Charles allowed.
Buchanan.
No, good try. He served in the cabinet of which president, Neil? No, equally good try. In between them, Franklin Pierce. 15-pointer. Identify the French musician who composed incidental music for Alphonse Daudet's 1872 play L'Arlésienne, but he's best known for his 1875 opera, Carmen. St. Charles, Tyler.
Bizet.
Georges Bizet, good for 15. 10-pointer. Identify the biblical person who had a dream of the angels of God ascending and descending a ladder. St. Charles, Tyler.
Jacob.
Jacob's ladder, good for 10. Less than 3 minutes to go in the game, students. All point values will now be doubled. Good luck all. This question becomes a 20-pointer. What's 81 minus 62? Double Scioto, Neil.
19.
19 is good for 20. 10-pointer. What is the official nickname of the sports teams that play for the underlined Ohio State University? Double Scioto argent.
Buckeyes.
That was tough. Good for 10. 20-pointer. The song you're about to hear features an American jazz saxophonist icon. For 20 points, name him or the song. St. Charles, Alala.
Coltrane.
John Coltrane is good. That's Like Sunny. I listen to that stuff all day. Here's a 40-pointer. In food, what is the term for an egg white? Double Scioto argent.
Yolk.
No. The other? St. Charles? Tyler.
The ovum.
No, that's glare or albumin. 30-pointer. In a State of the Union address, January 28, 2014, President Obama reiterated a proposal to raise the federal minimum wage. Double Scioto, Neil.
7.25.
No. So what amount per hour, St. Charles? Stephen.
$10.10.
10.10 an hour. That's good for 30. 30-pointer again. In our U.S. Constitution, which amendment states that a president's term shall begin and end at noon, January 20th? St. Charles is allowed.
The 20th Amendment?
That is the 20th Amendment. How appropriate. 20-pointer, need 2 answers on this one. In addition to the Ohio State University, the acronym OSU is used to refer to what other St. Charles allowed?
Oregon State University? Oregon State University?
To what 2 other U.S. universities, Sergeant?
Oregon State University, Oklahoma State
Got
University.
them both. Good for 20. 30-pointer. What's the capital of Maryland? Dublin, Scioto, Argent. Annapolis, good for 30. 20-pointer at the 2014 Winter Olympics. Which country won both the most gold medals and Dublin, Scioto, Argent?
Russia.
Most total was Russia. 20-pointer. In the 1870 novel by Jules Verne, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, what is the name of the captain? Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
Nemo.
Captain Nemo of the Nautilus. Good. 40-pointer. Founded in the year 859. The University of Al-Qarawiyyin is the world's oldest continually operating university. In which country is it located? St. Charles Philip.
Germany.
Good try, no. Neil. No, it's actually in Morocco. 20-pointer. What is the value of 6 cubed? Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
216.
216, good for 20. 30-pointer elected in 2011. Which state representative is the current Speaker of the Ohio House? Dublin, Scioto, Argent.
Bill Batchelder.
Bill Batchelder is good for 30. 10-pointer. According to the nursery rhyme Jack and Jill, Jack fell down and broke what? St. Charles allowed.
His back?
No. Oh, no. That doesn't rhyme. Argent.
His crown.
His crown, good for 10. 40-pointer on the periodic table. Which element is represented by the atomic symbol? Won't get to that one. And as our judge makes his final tabulation of the score, we'd like to let you know that the questions and answers used on this season of In the Know have been carefully researched and prepared by the always tremendous staff of In the Know. By the score of 620 to 390, today's winners, St. Charles over Dublin Scioto. We congratulate both teams on a game very well played indeed, and congratulate St. Charles on becoming the 2013-2014 In the Know tournament champion. In the Know is a test of scholarship and quick recall, and both teams did a great job today with some very difficult questions. All season, we thank you for watching In the Know right here on WOSU Public Media, and join us again in the fall for the 32nd year of In the Know. Thanks for watching, everyone.
Production funding for In the Know is provided in part by American Electric Power. Support for In the Know comes from American Electric Power. Nearly 19,000 employees working every day to provide reliable service to more than 5 million customers in 11 states. AEP.com.
How lucky.